Guys, do you have about 15 minutes for us to talk about the reasons why I should get married? I have a lot of people in the comment section suggesting that my best option right now, because of my financial struggles, is to get married. That is my safest way to be financially savvy and to get myself out of the financial problems that I'm in. There's a guy, I think his name was Harris, and he said, why don't you go out and find a husband and do group I think it's called group economics, and share your bills with a man. Guys, should I get married? What are the pros and cons of getting married? What's the point of getting married anyway? Why do we get married nowadays? Because I feel like it's a lot for convenience. It's more for convenience than for the fundamental reasons that people used to get married before. Like, for example, here in the US, you can meet someone and then you just, instead of even having, you don't even have that connection. But because it's convenient, you look at, okay, if you pay this much and I pay this much, we'll be able to afford this place and we can split the bills. Is splitting the bills a reason to get married to someone? Because marriage is not easy. I've been married for 14 years. It's not easy. Just because you signed a piece of paper that binds you together does not mean that everything is going to be easy. It's not. So when you get married for the wrong reasons, and by the wrong reasons, it could be that you guys love each other and therefore you're going to be one. You're going to combine your resources and become one. That's fine. But marrying somebody just because you need financial help, in my opinion, that is not a good reason to get married. And I get that you guys you have your good intentions for me, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just hook up with someone because they have money and so they are going to be my financial savior. So what happens when now I'm financially stable? So what do I do with the guy? I just tell him to leave? Or how does that work? There are a lot of people in the comment section. I know I did 2 videos and I was fussing about my finances and ranting about life and talking about people who are telling me that I should go ahead and put myself out there and get a husband as quickly as possible so they can help me to pay my my bills. And I've been reading your comments just to show appreciation, to acknowledge that I read your comments and I receive them. Thank you for sharing all the advice that you're giving me and giving us as a community, because I know I'm not the only one going through this. So Wanjiro says, in this topic of getting married in order to split the bills, from my experience, having a man slowed me down and messed my finances. Never again. Hiyo group economics. Wacha wanite selfish single mother, but I have control of my finances and my life. I come in peace. Thank you for your comment. Super Duper Forever says, you scooping snow that early in the morning, opting to talk about the marriage question is hilarious. I can tell you are not having it. Ay, guys. Mao Mobile says, marriage is not for everybody, but for me, it's been nice having a partner for 15 years. We are both Africans doing okay in America. Yes, there are some marriages that are good. They are functional. They work, but there are some that do not. John Duty TV says, get married, share bills, divorce, split property, then go back to square one. Divorce statistics in the USA are frightening. True. Alu says, this is a great video and so true. It was funny to hear what was going through your mind while shoveling your driveway. Thank you for taking us with you on this journey. I have subscribed. Thank you and welcome to our channel. Sophia says, Lucy, you're just amazing. Thank you for letting us in your life. I'm really excited to see where this journey of financial freedom takes you. Greetings from the motherland. Mapenzi tele dada. Thank you. Thank you very much for your comments. I appreciate it. So there's a guy called Brian who's talking about women die faster than men. And so Wanjiro Wairimo Nderito says, to the guy Brian, statistics tell us that women live much longer than men on average, sometimes even 8 to 15 years longer. That's why you'll find more elderly women in care homes. Things are not always so black and white. Yeah, because they were saying, oh, you need someone in your life because you're going to die alone. You're going to die of depression and loneliness. So there was a whole debate about which gender dies faster than another gender and who needs who in order to live longer. There's a user that says, people talk like getting married is that simple. Women need men to propose to them, but rarely do men do that. Most of them are jokers. I didn't say it. I did not say it. The biggest issue, he continues to say, the biggest issue I have noticed is the polarized messaging. Women wanauziwa uoga. You will die alone and scarcity. No one will want you when you're old. And they're made to feel like failures for not being married. So they spend their time trying to get picked by all means, even if it means being sides in their friends' and relatives' marriages. Meanwhile, dudes are told to avoid the institution like the plague and not be invested in their wives and children. Lately, some in the personal finance spaces are encouraging followers to live with women, to split bills, property taxes, etc., but as girlfriends, not wives. Make it make sense. What? Junita Wanjiko says, it wouldn't be fair to just get married to split the bills. There is more to marriage than what we see. If there is a thing I fear is marriage, that thing has its own people. What? Mm-mm-mm. So the guy that told me to go out and look for a husband, his name is Peter. So user says to Peter, Peter na wenzake, they are not happy seeing women minding their own solo businesses. And I thought marrying for financial gain is what they call gold digging. Or are there specific circumstances where it goes by another name? Question mark. There's a lot of good to be said about group economics. So let's hear what he has to say. However, one man is not a group, and marriage isn't group economics unless you're practicing polyamory with multiple husbands. A husband is not the only one you can split bills with. Also, I can bet a large sum of money I don't have yet that he's also, I can bet a large sum of money I don't have yet that his comment on sharing bills didn't include sharing the labor that inevitably comes with being a wife. When you look at the bigger picture, those bills may end up looking like a small, manageable thing for someone who can work and earn a living on her own. By the way, because you get married, so you take up more responsibility. And I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't get married just for financial gain, just so somebody can come and help me with my bills. I would not do that. But if I meet someone, and I'm just putting this out there, if I meet someone and we click and we talk and we figure out that this is what we want to do, financial support will be an added advantage for us because we can put our finances together and tackle the things that we need to tackle. Just Chilling says, so sorry for the loss of your husband. As you've said, you just can't go to the store and get a husband. Also, if you get the wrong one, just in the name of group economics, he may sink you further into debt. You can do it just as you are. Focus on making the small financial changes and you will reap the return in time. So those are just some of the few comments about that topic of getting married just to help with just to help with the bills. One last comment from user says, I have seen too many women's lives messed up after a husband did them dirty financially. I vote for separate finances even when married. That way, everyone carries their own cross. Wasteful purchases, the parties and road trips, lifestyles, bad investments, financing affair partners, side children, families, etc., without wasting their partner's hard work. By the way, you guys do that? Do you are there any married people watching this video? Do you do you combine your finances, or do you have separate accounts? Like each one has a separate account and then you combine? You get what I mean? Like I would have my own account, then my husband would have his own account, then we'll have like a joint account for the family. How do you guys do your finances when you're married? I did tell him that not all marriages are equal. I believe they are good ones. If people are to have separate financial lives, what's the point of getting married? That's what I asked. And then he said, of course, there are good marriages. I didn't mean to imply there aren't any. Even good marriages have financial issues that shouldn't be borne by both people. This is purely my opinion, but if Chama members can pool money and do a project together without being married, spouses can do the same while maintaining separate finances. They are individuals with separate goals and ambitions, and sometimes separate lives, responsibilities to other people, etc., who happen to be together at a point in time. They do not merge into one person after signing a paper. There is a lot of pressure for spouses to commingle finances. And then they said, I watch a lot of personal finance content and have noticed that, especially with creators in the US, that is unnecessary and quite detrimental to the person in the relationship who takes a more cautious approach. What's the point of getting married? Is a very good question. The reasons don't have to include or require merging money. What is the point of getting married? Is marriage even a thing anymore? I've seen a lot of people saying they don't want to get married. I was married for 14 years. My husband passed away, so I've been there, done that. I don't feel like I want to do it again. But what is the point of getting married? Let's chat in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep you updated on my financial journey. I'm working on it. I'm aggressively trying to tackle my debt. And the day I'll come here and say I am debt free, that will be the best day of my life. Thank you for your support, guys. I'm working on it. I'm really working. So let's continue chatting in the comment section. See you in the next video.